Hollywood has lost another legend. Graham Greene, the brilliant Canadian First Nations actor whose powerful performances touched millions across the world, has passed away at the age of 73. From his unforgettable role in Dances with Wolves to his moving portrayal in The Green Mile, Greene's career was one of courage, resilience, and deep artistry. But behind the screen, his life was a story of perseverance, identity, and love. Today, we're looking back at the remarkable journey of Graham Greene, the man who turned quiet strength into cinematic magic. Let's honor his legacy. Graham Greene's life story is not just about Hollywood fame. It's about a man who carried his heritage with pride, brought truth to his characters, and became a voice for underrepresented communities on screen. Born on June 22, 1952, in Ohsweken, Ontario, Graham Greene was a proud member of the Oneida Nation, part of the Six Nations Reserve in southern Ontario. But his journey to becoming an Oscar-nominated actor wasn't straightforward. In fact, before the bright lights of Hollywood, Greene lived a life far removed from the cameras. He worked as a draftsman, a civil technologist, a steelworker, and even part of a rock band crew. His life was filled with hard labor, the kind of work that instills grit and discipline. And it was this same grit that later carried him into acting. In the 1970s, Greene made the bold decision to pursue theater in the UK. He later admitted that it was theater that gave him the foundation every actor needs. He once said, "It helps you build a character. When you get into film, you don't have that luxury. The discipline of theater is what I recommend to all actors." That grounding became the bedrock of his career. But for Greene, life wasn't only about acting. In 2012, he revealed a personal turning point, marrying his wife, Hilary Blackmore. He described it as leading to the best time of my life. And it's clear that his personal happiness and stability fueled his professional growth. Everything changed in 1990. Greene's breakthrough role came when he was cast as Kicking Bird, a Lakota medicine man, in Kevin Costner's Dances with Wolves. His performance was so powerful, so authentic, that it earned him an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. For a First Nations actor at that time, this was groundbreaking. Greene wasn't just playing a role, he was bringing dignity, humanity, and depth to a native character in a way Hollywood rarely allowed. This was a seismic shift, and Greene was at the center of it. From there, Graham Greene became a familiar face across Hollywood and television. He starred in the 1992 Western thriller Thunderheart, portraying Walter Crowhorse, a tribal police officer. His natural wit and charm in that role made him a fan favorite. In 1994, he appeared alongside Mel Gibson in Maverick. Then in 1995, he joined Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson in Die Hard with a Vengeance. But perhaps one of his most emotionally moving roles came in 1999's The Green Mile. Greene played Arlen Bitterbuck, a Native American inmate on death row. His performance was haunting, full of quiet dignity and deep sorrow. For many fans, this role remains unforgettable. Greene's career didn't slow down with age. He continued to appear in major films and TV shows. From the Twilight Saga, New Moon in 2009 to the critically acclaimed thriller Wind River in 2017, Greene remained a powerful presence on screen. But he wasn't just an actor. Greene was an icon of representation. He broke barriers for Indigenous actors in Hollywood, proving that their stories, voices, and perspectives mattered. Over his decades-long career, Graham Greene picked up numerous awards. In 2004, he received the Earl Grey Award for Lifetime Achievement from the Academy of Canadian Film and Television. And in 2016, he was inducted into the Order of Canada, the country's second-highest civilian honor. These weren't just accolades. They were recognition of a man who changed the landscape of film, someone who left an indelible mark on both Canadian and international cinema. On August 2025, the world learned of his passing. His manager confirmed he died peacefully of natural causes at the age of 73. It's a loss that feels personal to so many fans who grew up watching his films, and to those in the Indigenous community who saw in him a source of pride and inspiration. Graham Greene's legacy is more than the characters he played. It's about representation. It's about breaking stereotypes. It's about showing the world that Native voices belong at the heart of storytelling. And as we look back on his life, we remember him not just as an actor, but as a pioneer, a trailblazer, and a man who lived with quiet strength. So tonight, we say farewell to Graham Greene, but his work lives on in every frame of film, in every performance, and in the countless lives he inspired. Thank you, Graham Greene, for the stories you told, the walls you broke, and the dignity you carried on and off screen. Rest in peace, legend.